Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to write equation of a line given the slope and a point. These are the steps that we have to go through in order that we can determine that equation of a line that has a given slope and has a given point. So let's jump into this example here to better see how we use these steps that we have over here. So determine the equation of a line with a slope of -3 and passes through point 5, -2. So in this problem that we have here, we can see that we are given the slope of -3 and we are given a point of 5, -2. What equation would work for this a given problem that we have here? So the first step that we have is to first label the parts that we have that are given to us. So this -3 represents the slope, and we remember that slope is represented as letter M. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write M for this. So that's our M. And then this one right here would be our X and Y. So I'm just gonna label that over there. Okay, we jump into the first step. Write the equation y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to write the equation here, y equals mx plus b. This is the slope-intercept form of a line. Now, the next step is we plug in the slope m. So whatever we got the m, we plug it in here. And the coordinate of the given points x and y to the equation that we have here, and we solve for b, so we're gonna keep the b. So in this problem here, our y is -2, so I'm just gonna write that over here. So this is -2 is the y, so I got that from there. And then our m is -3, so I will put that in here. That's a -3, and our x is 5, so I'm gonna put that in here. So that's a 5. And then plus b, again, in the second step, we are supposed to keep the b because that's what we're looking for, the y-intercept. So then from here, we can go ahead and do the math. So we start by multiplying these two together. So that's a -2 equals -15 plus b. So then we want the b by itself. That's what it says on the second step. Solve for the y-intercept b. So I'm going to add 15 from both sides and then plus 15. So then we can cross the 15 out. So we're left with b is equal to positive 13. So this is our y-intercept. That means the line is crossing on the y-axis at 13. So the third step that we have here, which is the final step, is to write the equation by plugging in the values of m and b into y equals mx plus b. So then we can go ahead and write the final equation as y equals, again, we plug in the m and the b only. So our m that we have is a -3, so I'm going to write a -3. And then I keep the x, because again, I only plug in the m and the b. So I keep the y equals m was -3, the x was kept, and then our b is 13. So I'm just going to go ahead and write plus 13. So this is the equation for this line. So this is the equation of the line that passes through -5, 2, and has a slope of -3. On the right, you will see the graphical version of this problem here. The red line, which is y equals -3x plus 13, which is the color red, is actually, or the point is actually touching by the way, the point is represented as blue color, which is 5, -2. The blue point is actually on the line -3x plus 13. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so we go over the problem here. It's pretty much the same thing. We are going to label the ones that are given to us, determine the equation of a line with a slope of 4 and passes through point -1, -8. So this will be our slope, m, and this is our x, and this is our y. So the first step is to write the equation y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to write that up here, y equals mx plus b. And then the second step is to plug in the slope m, plug in the x and the y, and we keep the b. So our y here is -8. So I'm going to put that in there, -8 equals our m was 4. and our x was -1. And then again, in this step, we're supposed to keep the y-intercept b because that's what we're looking for. So in this problem that we have here, we can simplify this or multiply those two. So that would be -8 equals -4 plus b. We're supposed to solve for b. That's part of the second step. So I would add 4 from both sides plus 4 here. So then we can go ahead and cross the -4 and +4 out. So that is equal to b would be a -4. So the y-intercept for this line is -4. So then we can go ahead and write the final equation for this. Remember that the final equation, you only need to change the m. The m was 4, so I'm gonna label that over here so that our m was 4, and then our b was this one right here, -4. So that we can go ahead and write the final equation as y equals, that would be 4x minus the y-intercept is 4, -4. So this is the equation of the line that passes through -1, -8. On the side, you will see the graphical version of this problem that we have here. The blue point, which is labeled -1, -8, is actually on the red line. The red line is 4x minus 4. So this is the equation of that line that that contains this point. Did you get the same answer as this? Good. Perfect. If you find this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!